about that time once again, everybody. MLK, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, special day, everybody around the world. Because what he stood for was unity. He wanted everybody to have the same rights, the same equality. And we still fighting for that today. It don't matter what the color of your skin or where you from. At the end of the day, we all brothers and sisters. And we got to walk hand in hand to make this nation better. But we got a special podcast coming to y'all live on MLK. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Wish nothing but more blessings to you and your family. We're going to celebrate MLK today the right way. Shout out to everybody out there tuning in. We live streaming right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. But y'all know what I always tell y'all, enjoy life to the fullest. Because you only get one. You only get one shot at this. One shot. One chance. That's all you get. And we got to check out today. We all got an expiration date, folks. One day we'll leave here. Are you going to go to heaven? Okay. I want you to ask yourself these questions as we celebrate MLK, one of God's prophets who stood for what's right and fought for me, you, and everybody else to have a chance. MLK fought a good fight, and he stood for what's right. And that's what we all should be standing for. Don't sit back and not step for what's right. Don't let MLK dream steal the dream. We have to fight everything to make that dream come true. All of us come together and live as one. You only get one chance at this. When you live like you gotta be careful. Watch how you move. Watch what you do. Watch how you treat people. Be careful of the mistakes that you make. All it takes is one major mistake, and you can go your whole life away. That's all it takes. But we're gonna celebrate MLK the right way, man. Because he's still justice.
We say to America, is true to what you say on people.
Y'all listen up, man. Let's keep his dream alive.
We say to America, is true to what you say on people.
You say this one nation under God. And we all supposed to be together. So why are my people being treated bad? Why are we being put down? Why do you hurt and kill us? We all brothers and sisters. We all bleed red blood. We all know when we die, we all going and stand in front of the same God. God, Abraham, Isaac, Moses, John the Baptist, all the great prophets God sent down to this earth.
So you
Don't let Martin Luther King
commit himself to
somewhere
I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest for right.
So you got to fight for what you want. Imagine what we'll be today if Martin Luther King didn't sacrifice his life and fight for everybody to be equal. Imagine if he went to protest. He took time in his life to go to Memphis, Tennessee, and help some sanitation workers. If y'all don't know what it is, that's like the garbage people. This man cared enough about sanitation workers to go march and fight for them because they wasn't getting paid what they supposed to get paid. How many people would do that? Take the time out of the day to go fight for the little people, not the people at the top of the food chain or at the bottom. How many people would risk their life and put their life on the line for somebody else? There's not many people out there that would do what Martin Luther King did. It took courage, and I know a lot of times he was brave because every day his life threatened. People threatened to kill him and bomb his house, but still he kept pushing on. He didn't turn back around and say, "Okay, I'm gonna give up." That's the lesson we have to learn today. You have to keep a good fight and stand for what's right. There's a lot of things still wrong out here in this nation. The blind still leading the blind. There's still a lot of racism and discrimination going on even in 2024. They still will judge you for your color of your skin. They still will judge you of your finances. But one day we have to all come to realize that we live on the same planet. We live in the same world. And it's best for everybody to live together in harmony. It's best to keep the peace and keep the dream alive.
Around. We are going to let injunction turn us around.
Y'all hear that? Water hoses being sprayed on. 10 dogs on. We still fall on. How many of y'all out there would sacrifice like that? For what's right?
Because I've been to mountain.
Now listen.
I would like to live a long life, longevity.
Listen to this part right
here. Space. But I'm not concerned about now. I just want to do God's will.
Did y'all hear that? How many of y'all would do God's will even if it kills you? Even if it means losing your life? See, he knew his time was limited. But he wasn't worried about that number because he know God had his back. And he know that he had to keep doing what's right and do God's will. Even if it took his life. How many of y'all out there were willing to do something like that? How many of y'all would sacrifice y'all life and do God's work? Even if it kills you. A lot of y'all ain't got enough courage. A lot of y'all ain't got enough faith to do that. God had hands around this man because he stood for what's right. At the end of the day, we all are family. It shouldn't be no separation and division. No matter what color you is. No matter where you was born. No matter what your background is. He wanted you to be judged on your character, what kind of person you was on the inside, not outside. How many of y'all are willing to sacrifice anything in your life for what's right? But we're going to honor the great Martin Luther King tonight in the right way. It's not too many people stood for what he stood for. It's not too many people was willing to take on that fight. Most people were scared or really didn't care. As long as they was eating good or their family was living good, they didn't care if anybody else's family was equal. They didn't care if nobody else got rights. As long as they were treated good. But here was a man that cared for everyone, no matter what their race was. And he fought for all of us to sit down at the table together, not separated. And this is something that we must understand in 2024. We have to come together and stop separating. Stop fighting each other. Stop hating on each other. And most importantly, stop killing each other. This man fought and gave his life for me and you. And we turn around and take it for granted. We take life for granted. Like all this was given to you in the beginning. We had to fight for rights. You had to fight to have a vote. You had to fight to sit wherever you want to sit on the bus. You had to fight to go to these restaurants. You had to fight to get in the entertainment field or be a sports star. Jackie Robinson and all of them had to kick down the door. A lot of things we had to fight for, but now in 2024, everybody takes it for granted. You don't realize how good you really have. You've been alive those days where you couldn't do what you want to do, you couldn't say what you want to say, you couldn't go where you want to go. Imagine you living in a world that still had division. Everybody separated instead of being together, praising God under one nation.
And he's allowed me to go up the mountain.
Now listen.
I've seen the promised land. I mean, not get there with you.
You hear that part? That famous speech right there. He told everybody, I might not get there with you. He telling everybody, it's a chance I ain't gonna see how bright the future is. He knew what was coming. Because God took him over to the mountaintop and let him look down and seen that his work wasn't going in vain. God allowed him to see what was coming. He knew the end was near, but he didn't turn around and he didn't give up. How many of y'all willing to do that in 2024? How many of y'all willing to still fight for what's right? How many of y'all willing to fight for your family? Fight for your neighborhood? Fight for your community? Fight for me and you? A lot of y'all will walk away because everybody only think about themselves. They don't think about everybody. Most people just think about me. This is a great big world we live in. And you're the only one in it. We all in it. So why not care for your brother or your sister?
I want you to know tonight that we have the people to get to the promised land.
Better listen.
I've seen the glory of the Lord.
Do y'all see where I'm coming from? All the sacrifice that Martin Luther King did. And he fought a good fight. And died young. How many of y'all out there willing to fight that fight? How many of y'all was willing to step up to the plate? Some of y'all wouldn't even fight for your own family. When you stand up for what's right, and you know it's right, have no fear. Because it's right. And you're on the right side. God's always with you. Even in your dark days, even in your worst days, God is always with you. Have no fear. But it's 2024, and we still got a long way to go. We still not helping the King dream come true. We're too busy fighting with each other in competition, getting caught up in material things. When none of that matters. When they put you 6 feet deep, none of the things that you have matter. When you go down in the dirt, none of this stuff matters. When you have to stand before God, none of this stuff matters. When is your judgment day? None of this stuff matters. When you call. For coming off. Stand by each other. Make sure it's good. Not just make sure it's food. Make sure it's food over there. That's what the dream is. And fighting for right. Stand together. And everything that's wrong.
You didn't know what to do. And it occurred to him that he had only one alternative, and that was to build some new, bigger bombs. So all of this.
Y'all listen.
You will read a parable, you will discover.
He's going to take you to real. Make you a real person.
This man was so rich. His farm yielded tremendous crop. Was so great that he didn't know what to do. And it occurred to him that he had only one alternative, and that was to build some new and bigger bombs so he could store all of this crop.
That man had so much land back then. In this day and age, you would call it rich.
Take naive, eat, drink,
listen,
and be merry. That brother thought that was the end of life. The parable doesn't end with that man making his statement.
Y'all listen up, man.
By saying,
God
said so.
Let's keep that dream alive.
Food. Not next year, not next week, not tomorrow, but this night.
This night.
My soul is required of thee. so it was at the height of his prosperity, he died.
Y'all hear that? That man was in his prime and he died. And he had all this stuff. If it was 2024, everybody would say he was rich. But Jesus called that man a fool.
Look at that parable. Think about it.
Listen.
Think of this man. If he lived in Chicago today, he would be considered a big shot.
Yeah. Live chat, y'all. Drop your comments. Let's keep his dream alive.
The community influence that he afforded.
How many of y'all willing to fight for what's right?
People would look up to
Even if it takes your life.
He would have that something called money.
Yeah.
And yet a Galilean peasant had the audacity to call that man a fool.
You look at Jesus as just a little poor man. Like, where does poor man come from telling me that I'm a fool? Jesus called that man a fool because you got all that stuff for yourself and you ain't sharing it with none of God's people. See, a lot of people that accumulate a lot of wealth, they forget about everybody else. And they go, I got these many houses, I got this amount of money, I got this amount of cars. It become our thing. It ain't no we no more. And that's what I like. Because what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours. God likes us to love each other, help each other. Not one person take everything that everybody got. What is it? One person with all the money, everybody else broke. What fun is it you having all the food and everybody else starved?
Like for you to look at this parable.
But we're going to celebrate MLK the right way tonight, y'all. He was a great prophet. And still was right.
Number one, Jesus called this man fool because he allowed the means by which he lived to ambition the ends for which he lived.
Y'all catch that? You know why Jesus called that man a fool? Because he allowed the way of how he lived to outweigh the means of what he lived. He forgot about God and everything else. He got so consumed with all the material things and what he got.
You see, each of us lives in two realms. The within and the without.
You hear that?
Now the within of our lives is that realm of spiritual ends expressed in art, literature, religion, and morality. The lives is that complex of devices, of mechanisms, and instrumentalities by means of which we live. The house we live in, the means by which we live, the car we drive,
You hear that?
the clothes we wear,
Are you listening?
the money that we are able to accumulate. In short, the physical stuff that's necessary for us to exist. Now, the problem is that we must always keep a line.
Y'all listen.
Demarcation between the two.
Separate the two.
Man was a fool because he didn't do that. He didn't make contributions to civil rights. Look at suffering humanity. One concerned about it.
You see? See, one thing, but if you got all that stuff, and you're not concerned with everybody else, and you're not concerned with helping others, then God ain't gonna look at you how you want him to look at you. You're not one of his favorites. Because now you letting the way what you live, the way that you live it, outweigh humanity and what's right. You get all of these material things and you become selfish. You start only thinking about you. It's no more we and us. And that's a lot of people even to this day. You can go on the fourth visit, look at all the billionaires. What's the point of these people having all these billions of dollars when we got kids and mothers and fathers living on the streets, starving? You got homeless people sleeping on the sidewalk in every city you go. But yet still we got one person or people that have billions and billions of dollars. That don't make sense to me. And that's not the way God wants. God ain't made for just a certain people to be happy. He wants everybody to be happy. Not because you got a whole bunch of this piece of paper. We all should be able to pursue happiness and enjoy this beautiful earth that the Lord put us on.
Probably gave his wife Nick Coach. Just about automobiles, but he didn't give her what she needed most, love affection.
Yeah. See, that man had all the wealth, but he couldn't give his wife what she wanted. He couldn't give his wife real love and affection because all he was worried about was material things. This is why Jesus came to this man and called this man a fool. Just because he had a whole bunch of rich, serious stuff, Jesus did not praise that man. He didn't bow down to him and kiss his feet. He called that man a fool.
Provided bread for his children, but he didn't give them any affection.
Yeah, it's a lot of parents right now to this day. You think you're a great mom and dad because you buy your kids everything. But what time are you spending with them? Are you really raising them in the right way? Are you teaching them right from wrong? Life is more about more than giving gifts. You think because you buy your son or your daughter the new iPhone, that makes you the mother of the year. But what kind of morals and manners and respect are you teaching them? It's more than buying gifts.
He didn't really love them. So this man justly deserved his title.
Listen.
He was an eternal fool.
You hear what he called him? He's an eternal fool. Don't be a fool. Don't put all this stuff on earth before God. And don't let no material stuff, don't let no money make you think you're above anyone. You're still just a human being. That piece of paper don't give you no spot in heaven. The way you live, what you did while you was on this earth, that's going to determine whether you go to heaven or hell. Not your money, not your status, not your banking account, not your savings, not your debit card, your actions and the way you live. That's going to determine where you're going to go when you die.
You allow the means by which you live to outdistance the end for which you live.
So don't let the means of what you live outweigh the means of what you live. Don't let money and everything else distract you on what's important in life. You're not put here to chase a piece of paper. You was put here to serve God. And you was put here to love each other. Not money, 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 money. Money is the root of all evil. If you chase it, you put it first. Money could be the reason why you go to hell if you ain't careful. There's a lot of people burning right now and suffering in hell because all they was worried about was money and it wasn't worried about God. Don't you be a fool
None of this man was a fool because he failed to realize his dependence on others. Now, if you read that parable in the book of Luke, you will discover that this man uttered about 60 words.
Listen. I want y'all to listen to this. Those people today. Everything that come out of their mouth is my. It ain't no we.
And you know, in 60 words, he said, I,
listen,
mine, more than 15 times.
Yeah. They still doing it to this day. Still got the mentality of being selfish.
This man was a fool because he said, I and mine so much until he lost the capacity to say we and our.
You see what I'm saying? Don't be that my, me, my, our person. Think about we, our, us. This world will be a better place if you stop being our person. Don't just worry about yourself. This world will be a better place if you have compassion for your neighbor. If you care about your coworker, I bet your work environment will even be better. If you care for your neighbor, I bet your community in the neighborhood you live in will be better. We have to get out here and don't be scared to serve others. It is our duty to help and serve others. If you want to be blessed, you have to give to receive. In order to be a good leader, you have to be a good servant. You have to be an example of what's right. It's 2024, and a lot of people still ain't leaders to this day. They follow all the negativity. They follow all the violence. And all you see is destruction before your eyes. The hood is going down as we know. We shooting and killing our own folks in our own neighborhood. How do we have prosper? When your grandma and your kid can't even go to the store, they can't stand on their porch. Got somebody in the car and shoot. It's 2024. And we still ignorant and turn our back on God. And we still not allowing Dr. King's dream to come true. How many of y'all are willing to sacrifice for what's right? How many of y'all stand for what's right and what's good? How many of y'all got compassion for others? How many of y'all are caring? How many of y'all got good hearts? How many of y'all are unselfish? How many people out there are some good, wholesome people? It seems like all those people are going to extinction. They're going to extinct. Like they don't exist. Like the dinosaurs. Everybody now walks around with their I don't give a you know what attitude. I don't care what happened to my brother or sister. It ain't me. Imagine if Dr. King had the same mentality. We'll still be trapped and enslaved right now. We still won't be free. We still will be fighting for people to look at us as equal. Don't waste the dream, folks. Help the dream come true.
This man talked like he could build a barn by himself, like he could heal the soil by himself.
There's a lot of people that think they do everything on their own. Like other people and God ain't had Nothing to do with it.
Well, always a result.
Y'all hear that?
Oh, my friends, I don't want you to forget it. No matter where you are today, somebody helped you to get there.
So I want y'all to catch that. Did you hear that? I don't care where you at today. I don't care how high the food chain you done made. I don't care how successful you is in your life. If somebody help you get it, you can't do it by yourself. You got help along the way. You got help from your mother and your father, or your grandmother, or your siblings, or people in the neighborhood, or your teachers. Everybody helped you along the way. You didn't get where you at by yourself.
And the Lord, since we got to see this in our world today. Our white brothers must see this. They haven't seen it up to now.
Open your eyes.
Red problem facing today is the black man. Who to a large extent produced the wealth of this nation.
Y'all hear that? A lot of our great grandfathers and grandmothers sacrificed and worked hard for what we have right now. They help build what you see today. Always embrace your heritage and your background. Never be ashamed of where you come from. Never be ashamed of your skin color. We was all made in God's image, and God don't make no mistakes. He made you how you is for a reason. Embrace it and love it. Don't let nobody make you feel like you don't matter and you don't count. MUSUC checking in. But we have to keep fighting, y'all, to keep this dream alive. It's 2020, and all we doing is still killing and hating each other. After I fight, Dr. King and others did for the better of my people. And not only my people, but for everybody in the world. Let's keep the dream alive. Teach the kids to love. Teach the young ladies how to be women. Teach the young men how to be a man. Steer them into God's direction. Not allow the devil to play with their lives. We have to set an example as adults. A lot of people need to change their ways. You need to change the way you live. You need to change the way that you think. A lot of y'all are stuck in a box, and it's time to climb out. Everybody can make a difference. It's all about you caring. See, a lot of people don't care. But imagine Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. back in the days, he didn't care. Imagine if he didn't care that the black people were being mistreated. Imagine if he didn't care that his people were being targeted and abused and neglected. Imagine if he did not care. So if he cared, you should care. If Jesus cared, you should care. Imagine if Jesus ain't come down here and die for our sins. God would have wiped us away from this earth, and we all would be sitting in front of him. So imagine if all these people did not sacrifice. We wouldn't have a better life to this day. We would be suffering right now. And how do we pay homage? By turning to death, mistreating mistreat each other, talk about each other, take from each other, kill each other, and try to take each other alive. In 2024, you still now allowing the dream to come true because everybody's being selfish, only thinking about yourself.
And the nation doesn't have sense enough to share its wealth and its power with the very people who made it so.
Y'all listening?
I know what I'm talking about this morning.
Y'all better listen. We don't keep the dream alive.
That's why I tell you right now, I'm not going anywhere. They can talk. These groups, some people come out separate and sick. Go back to Africa. I love Africa. It's our ancestor home.
Listen.
I don't know about you. My grandfather and my great-grandfather did too much to build this nation for me to be from my generation.
So y'all understand what he said? Your ancestors worked too hard for us to get where we at right now. For us to just pack up and run away and die. They fight too much. They let their life on the line for me and you. But most of y'all don't care about it. Most of y'all take it for granted. And you allow the devil to take over your life. It's time to wake up, people. It's a new year. We're refreshing in 2024. How much sacrifice y'all gonna do this? How many of y'all willing to stand for what's right? How many of y'all gonna take the time to get for others? How many of y'all out there are not selfish and have compassion for everybody? Gotta be some good people still left in this world. It can't be all bad. Everybody can't be good evil. God's people still here. But we are allowing the devil to take over. And it's more the devil's service than it's God's. If you look around, it's more people doing wrong than doing right. If you look around, it's more people praising the devil than they praise God.
For the Pilgrim Fathers landed at Plymouth, 1620, we were here.
Y'all hear that?
For Jefferson across the pages of history, majestic words of the Declaration of Independence, we were here.
We was here before the Declaration of Independence. We was here already when Christopher Columbus came. We helped build this nation. Even though we don't get the just due that my people deserve. We contribute a lot to this nation. Black folks contribute to the economy in billions of dollars. But we don't see none of it come back in the hood. You don't ever see us supporting each other. We take our money and we buy material things. We don't put it back into our community. We want to get the ice and floss. We want to get the cars. We want to be flashy because most of them never had nothing. That's how people act when they never had it. They show they behind. But it's 2024 now. It's time for us to change our mentality and our way of thinking. We have to keep the dream alive and keep fighting and standing up for what's right. You have to have compassion for others. You have to have compassion for your neighbor. Imagine if MLK when the sacrifice is like us. What position would we be in right now? We would still be fighting to sit down and eat in restaurants. We still would be walking and not using public transportation. We still would be low on the totem pole. We still would be treated like dirt. If he wanted to sacrifice his life and fight for civil rights, for everybody to be treated equal, no matter what your race is. That's something that we still must realize. We have to keep that dream alive, folks.
For the beautiful words of the Star-Spangled Banner were written, we were here.
He was already here. Listen.
More than 2 centuries. Our forefathers labored here without wages. They made content. With our hands, with our backs, and with our labor.
Y'all hear?
They built the docks. The South factories, the impressive mansions of the South. Now this nation is telling us that we can't build.
And who says, imagine if people were treated people like they want to be treated.
Let it right. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. All it takes is a little love.
$10 an hour. They don't want Negroes to have.
See the nice jobs back that they didn't want my people to have nice jobs that make a decent amount of money. They didn't want us to have nothing. They wanted to treat you like you was less than a human. When we all are God's children. God ain't got no favors. He don't favor one race over another. We all are God's children. He don't care about your skin color. He want to know your heart and your character. Don't look at somebody's race and determine whether they're a good person or not. Look at the way they treat people. Look at their actions and their character. That'll tell you if they're a good person or not. Not the way they look. Not how they was born. Skin color is something that nobody can't help. You can't help what color you is. You don't pick and choose a color before you come out your mother. You come out whatever color God wants you to come out to be. You don't get to pick that. You don't choose your sex either. If God wants you to be a man, you come out a man. But a lot of y'all want to change that. You want to sex change and change what God did. But tell you this. God sees all, and He's watching. He's watching everything you do. And if you think you get away with it, you got another thing coming. Do not disobey what God has laid down, the foundation. Never turn your back on God. And always stand up for what's right. Because as long as you fight a good fight, the Lord is always with you. He will give you the strength when you ain't got it. He will give you the power when you're feeling weak. Why would you not want that on your side? Time to wake up, ladies and gentlemen.
I fear that it's gonna happen soon. And something missing. Shame and punishment will come to America.
Y'all hear? Say way back then in the 60s, 50s. And the change don't happen soon. It's going to be doom in America. And we still fight that fight to this day. If we don't change our mentality and the way we live, we are all headed to disaster. And most important, when the day of Jesus return, that's going to be the day when everything comes to everything come to the light. And all the ones that want to be ignorant, all the ones that turn their back on God, they will pay the ultimate price. And they will suffer forever.
By food. That man said he didn't know what to do with his goods. He had so many. Oh, I wish I could have advised.
Let's get him alive, y'all. It's time to come together.
Have a lot of things.
Help each other. Don't beat each other down. Lift each other up. Don't talk about each other. Let's talk together and come up with a plan.
That needed access to money.
We cannot continue to be crabs in the bucket, putting each other down.
Hey, my friend.
It's time to lift each other up.
We have our bonds every day. Our nation is building new and larger and greater bonds.
Look at this last part, y'all. And then we're going to get out of here. I appreciate everybody that be tuning in. Support the movement. This is the real soul food right here. This going to fill your soul up in your heart. This is real soul food.
I said, I able to think about that girl and thinking about the fact that she could be taken away from anything. Yeah.
You hear that? He tell y'all how he was contemplating, he was going crazy, thinking about all the death of his life, and looking at his kids and thinking to himself that at any given time they could be taken away from him, or he could be taken away from them, which in the y'all listen to this man passion. If some of y'all had this much amount of passion and you use your influence in a good way, this world will be a better place in 2024. But a lot of y'all choose to do the devil's work. You choose to hate people. You choose to try to hurt people. You choose to talk about people. You choose to bring your own community down and destroy your own hood instead of building it up. A lot of y'all are guilty of this. And the thing is, when are y'all going to be fed up? When are you going to be tired of doing wrong? When is the time to give your life to God and walk a straight path and beg for forgiveness? Or you going to drown in your own sins until you die and then go to hell and burn forever? Is this the destination that y'all guys want? Is this where you want your soul to go?
I started thinking about a dedicated, devoted, and loyal wife who was over that sleep. She could be taken from me, I could be taken from her.
Imagine that. People threatening your life.
To the point that I couldn't take it any longer.
You say you couldn't take it. What would you do in this situation?
You can't call on Daddy now. He's up in Atlanta, 175 miles away.
Talk to him.
You can't call on Mama now.
See? You hear what he said? When times get tough and the world's crashing down, you can't call on Mom and Dad. Mom and Dad could be going on the other side. Mom and Dad can't help you right now. You have to turn to the one that got all the power. You have to get on your knees and call the one upstairs. You have to call who God Almighty, that God that your mother raised you on. When times get rough, when the world is at your back and the world is on top of your shoulders, when you're being ridiculed and people throwing stones, trying to bring you down and ruin your life, you have to stand tall and fight a good fight.
You gotta call on that something that her daddy used to tell you about.
You listen?
I got to make a way out of nowhere.
getting it. Let me back that up. Let me back that up.
I got to the point that I couldn't take it any longer. I was weak.
Y'all hear that? Martin Luther King got weak, scared, afraid. His life being threatened every day. His family life being threatened. Even the good people get scared and afraid. Even the good people go through things. God takes us all through trials and tribulations. Ain't nobody exempt from the problems of life. But it's how you deal with it. Y'all listen. Because this part right here is very important.
Something said to me, you can't call on Daddy now. He's up in Atlanta, 175 miles away.
Are y'all listening?
You can't even call on Mama now. You gotta call on that something and that person that your daddy used to tell you about. That power that can make a way out of nowhere.
No, right. That's the one you call.
I discovered then that religion had to become real to me, and I had to
listen to that man's voice. It gives me chills, man.
Oh yes, I prayed a prayer, and I prayed out loud that night. Say, Lord, I'm down here trying to do what's right.
You hear that? He told God, I'm down here trying to do what's right, Lord, and fight your fight. I know it's right because all I'm asking is for everybody to show love to each other and be treated equal. I know I'm right, Lord. That's all he told God. JD 25 checking in.
I think I'm right. I think all that you represent right. The Lord, I must confess.
Y'all listen, man.
Weak now, I'm losing my courage.
Even Martin Luther King told God that he was weak and losing his courage, and he was scared and afraid. He didn't know what was coming. People threatening his life every day and threatening his family and his kids. Even he got discouraged and afraid. But he knew he was fighting a good fight. Because all he wanted was for everybody, for me, you, to be equal. That's all he wanted. And he still killed him. Because that's how the devil is. The devil don't want you to love. The devil wants the world to be filled with evil and hate. It's 2024. We cannot let the devil keep winning. We have to let the dream live on. We have to sacrifice and stand up for what's right. You have to show some kind of passion for others. Don't walk around being selfish all the time. Don't walk around not giving and helping if you can. In any way possible, we all can contribute to the society in a positive way. We have to stop killing each other and destroying our own neighborhoods. We have to stop selling drugs and death to our own people. We have to stop killing our grandmas and aunties and uncles. We have to fight that fight in 2024. This man put in a lot of work in a little amount of time that God allowed him to walk on this earth. And he knew death was coming. He knew he was going to die, but he's getting stopped. How many of y'all are willing to sacrifice and do that? A lot of y'all will run away or go hide. You wouldn't stand up in the paint when it get hot, when the pressure starts coming, when the whole world is against you. See, MLK wasn't afraid because he knew he had God on his side. And when you know you're right, and you're doing what God wants you to do, God will always be with you, even to the end of the world. That's all you need to know. That He is always with you. Even in your darkness nights, He's always with you. And this is what this man said. We have to honor him the right way. But still to this day, we're doing the devil's work. We're not unified. We're busy killing each other because you live on this side of the town. We're killing each other because you wearing this type of color. Too busy doing the devil's work. Too blind to see the truth, even if it's right there in your face.
I can't let the people see me like this, because if they see me, we can lose and lose courage. They will begin to get weak.
See what he's telling God? He said, God, give me the strength, because I don't want everybody to see me now. If they see me weak, then they're going to say, well, Martin Luther King don't believe, then how can I believe? If Martin Luther King scared, I should be scared. So he was praying and talking to God, telling God, give him the strength and power to move on, not be afraid.
Yeah. It seems at that moment that I could hear a voice saying to me,
listen to this now. Listen.
Martin Luther, stand up for righteousness. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. And Lord, I will be with you.
You heard what he said? God told him, stand up for righteousness. Stand up for justice.
I'm weak now. My courage. I can't let the people see me like this, because if they see me weak and losing my courage, they will begin to get.
Are y'all listening? Shout out to Nikia checking in. I better listen. Leave me alone. How much passion this man had, that he was even afraid. We still fighting the fight to this. But no matter what, you must stand. God always with you. And He'll never leave you alone. Dr. King, please tell him again. Again, Dr. Tell him. Promise to never. He always gonna be with you. He keep going. He ain't gonna stop right. Y'all will. Y'all. Or you gonna let them and destroy and take over your life? So it's time for a change, folks. that dream alive. Let's love each other. Not today. Let's make the world. Let's give these kids an apartment, not growing up fearful and scared to go out. This the world that God allowed. Yeah. This is what I better listen.
I didn't find the talk of my soul, but I heard the voice of Jesus. And still to fight on. He promised never, never to leave me alone. No, never alone. No,
Listen.
promise never to leave me. Never to leave me alone.
God, I will never leave you alone.
Oh, yes. Believe in it.
I can't believe him. Do you believe in God?
I know his name.
You better know his name.
Know how to call
You
it.
better learn how to call his name. Y'all listen.
Don't be a fool.
Don't be that fool.
Recognize I know the hymns of God.
Recognize how much you need God in your life. You want to have what you have right now, the Lord. You want to be able to sleep when you sleep, if God ain't bless you with that. You want to be able to drive whatever you're driving, if God didn't bless you with that. Recognize your dependence on the Lord. Give him his just due. Don't die in vain. Don't die full of sin, because there ain't gonna be nothing good gonna happen. And this is what we must understand in the world that we live in today. Martin Luther King sacrificed for me, you, and everybody around the world to have a chance at a better life. A lot of y'all take it for granted. Nobody owes you nothing. Anything you want, you're going to have to work hard for. But don't let the devil get in your way. Don't fall into the devil's trap and live a life of sin. We all will pay the price. We are already guilty. The Bible says everybody in the world is guilty. Every continent, every country is guilty. What are we guilty of, y'all? Sin. We all guilty. That's why we must repent and beg God for mercy. Have mercy on our souls and give us another chance and let us in the gates.
Since the gold Jeremiah raised the question now, no more than get out of his no position now.
Listen.
Raised it because he saw the good people suffering so often and evil people prospering.
See, I still see that now. I see the good people suffering and the bad people prospering. But God knows what he's doing, and he don't make mistakes. At the end of the day, the good people will always get rewarded. Even if the reward comes after you die. Because it ain't a greater reward somebody can give you than eternal life in heaven. It ain't no greater gift that you can receive than eternal life in heaven, where there's no more pain, no more suffering, no more disease, no more killing, no more stealing. What more could you want? When you go to a place where nothing else can even hurt you, what more would you want?
Simply our slave foreparents came along. They too saw the injustices challenges of life and had nothing to look forward to morning after morning, but brought life over to you.
Y'all listen.
Long road of condescension, but they did an amazing thing. Look back across the centuries, they took Jeremiah's question mark and straightened it into an exclamation point. They could say, now here's one, and realize to make room they hold. Now here's a while and give you out the hill.
Do y'all get what he's saying? There is a way. It is sunshine at the end of that tunnel. It is light at the end of the road. Never give up. Never stop believing in God. Never lose. Ain't nobody's perfect. And the devil gonna test you. He gonna test your faith and how much you love God. But you have to stand firm. And you have to not allow the devil to manipulate your mind. And we have to fight even to this day to keep MLK dream alive. Let's stand up together, y'all, and support each other. Let's help each other when we down. You know somebody ain't got it, they broke, and you got it, help them out. If you got enough food and the other person ain't got none, help them people out. Whatever way we can, we got to do our part. We have to contribute to help make this world a better place. But I appreciate y'all. We had a great, positive, powerful show tonight. I hope y'all taking in all these messages. Like, I feed you soul food. It's that real food that's going to touch your heart and soul. We all need it. But y'all enjoy the rest of the week. I'll be back on the air 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Same channel. Same word. Speaking the truth. They always say the truth will set you free. And all we do is speak the truth. Because some people are blinded to the truth, but they want to run away from it. You can't run away from God. You're going to need it. You better learn how to call on him. You better learn how to pray to him. Let's keep MLK dream alive. Understand it just ain't a holiday for you to party and get drunk or eat barbecue. This is a day that one of the Lord's prophets sacrificed and gave his life for what's right. How many of y'all willing to do the same thing? How many of y'all willing to sacrifice for what's right? Even if it kills you. Stand tall and stand up for what's right. No matter what you go through in life, always understand that God is always with you. Even in your darkest moments. God is always with you. I appreciate y'all. Scan that code at the top. Check out our official merchandise, reality music entertainment. All our official gear. Scan that code. Do your little shopping. Grab some beanies, some hoodies, t-shirts. You name it, we got it. Pillowcases, sheets, phone cases. Do y'all little shopping, man, support the movement. But let's keep the dream alive. Let's help make this world a better place. One love, everybody. Y'all have a blessed week. Stay safe and stay out the way. One love, y'all.